Wait, so what do is there rules about me? I don't
Without being on camera?
Don't use like crazy strong language. Like try to.
So I
Keep
have
it to a
I have
minimum.
I have permission to post. So basically, where I work, we have permission to use that building. We just don't really, chit chat about the company or say that we're sponsored by them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because we're not. I don't know.
No, we're talking about Microsoft.
Hello, internet.
No, though.
I don't work at I don't think I'd ever work at Microsoft. Anyway, I like Microsoft. It's fine. Xbox is getting rid of their disc tray. I'm a little sad. Yeah, the new one's gonna have. Anyway.
Is it all?
It's another session of Tombs and Tendrils. I don't even know what session we're on. Is it 49?
49.
I think it's 49.
So close.
Yeah,
49.
it's high 40s.
It is session 49.
Look at
Dun,
you.
dun, dun. Yeah.
Somebody here is smart.
Yep. We've got a new player. This is Dylan.
Hello.
That boy Dylan.
Okay.
He's gonna be a Grey Knight, which is scary.
That's
Very scary.
It's very scary for heretics.
Yeah. And so we're gonna try and get through what we got quick so we can get him in. I gotta do the intro, guys, so you know how that goes. But
You got this.
I'll be back in 2 hours.
wow. Who wants to recap what happened last time? I think Derek did it last time, so we should have like
Katie
Joss.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what happened last. Because this wasn't the only war session.
Nope.
It was a lot of like buying stuff. And
It was a lot of
There was
role playing.
subterfuge, and there was.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
shooting
something
Buying.
you really remember. So take it
I
away.
think there was
Titus.
somebody who was listening on all of it, so they should know it all.
I know.
Take notes.
Maybe. I don't think I denoted when.
wow.
Oh, I'm on the wrong page. That's why.
Hey, crisis.
Alrighty, so all I've got is all of my notes on the conversation that I overheard with Titus and Thaddeus.
Well, tell us about that.
They're plotting bad things.
That was great.
Outstanding.
Take that to the cops.
Simplify.
Take that to the.
Well, some of it is also like my plans, and I'm not sharing those.
So,
Well, share your plans.
No.
You can either recap or share your plan. It sounds like
I don't know.
Titus wants to
Titus.
raise a demon
That's only when he's
army.
clean.
That's only when he's clean.
Hasn't been that way in a while.
No.
I feel like I'm afraid.
But he's trying to raise a demon army, and so he's like, we need to use that to defend the planet. Even
I
though
mean,
it's-
Thaddeus isn't part of that, but
Yeah,
Well,
he's
kinda.
gonna go get his.
he's innocent.
Thaddeus is like, I don't know if demons are bad because that's not a robot thing, so I'm in.
How I respond to most people.
I know. I was like, wow,
Not
Thaddeus.
sure.
Spirits
Sounds
belong
good.
in machines. That's his
The
thought.
warp is like
a giant.
What about Brother Rune?
freaking
Huh?
Thaddeus.
Brother Rune?
Brother Rune?
Yeah.
Rune?
I dig it.
R-A-U-N.
R-U-N-E? Or wait.
R-H-U-N.
Rune. Rune? Yeah.
I don't know. That, like,
Brother Rune.
I'm like a name generator.
Here's what you do. Do 5 names, and then we'll tell you 4 that suck.
Okay, look. There's Raise Gun, Highs Gun, or whatever. I don't. Moonduck, Nuzcud. I literally just put on my David names.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need one that we can remember.
I like Scuba.
Tajak.
We're gonna call you. We're gonna call you
Just
Nazgul.
A nail.
A nail? A nail.
Brother
I'm gonna
Rune.
click on it again.
Dude, brother Nazgul.
Nazri.
I
Nazriel. That's cool.
Yeah, I can do Nazri.
Nazareth.
Brother Nazril.
Y'all can remember.
Brother Nostril.
With a Z.
Brother Nostril.
With a Z.
Nazareth. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Israel. but
Pick-
not.
honestly, You should pick some really long name and insist that everybody calls you by the entirety of it.
And then in character, none of us will.
I feel like we'd have to because we're like, holy crap.
I will smite thee.
I'd be
Not
like,
your planet.
Oh,
Cool.
Jeepers.
Okay, so we had a little bit of wandering in the wilderness
for 40 years.
At least a little bit.
for 40 years. Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Titus and Thaddeus were scheming a little bit.
We
A
were
lot of it.
talking.
Titus, did you do anything with
That's
Deco?
great. No.
No, Deco and Crisis had a chat though.
Oh, how'd that go?
That went really well, actually.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What was it?
Heartwarming chat.
He confided in me about some of the visions he's been having,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, he was like, I feel like I need to rely on you because like I'm a little worried about what I'm seeing. And I was like, you're a good person. I think that if you continue to,
Be a good person.
yeah, you'll be fine, or something along those lines.
Just stop
So I
being
encouraged
bad
him.
and be good.
I've noticed that there's some darkness surrounding you, but I'm sure that we can work together to overcome it.
I'm sure that's just happenstance.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're full of it.
And then we talked to Reese, and we were like figuring out the statistics of like getting the gear
Yeah, sure.
to
I think that's
go underground. I think we're sending Cascade and some of
Cascade and like half the sororities were doing it that way.
Yeah, Cascade and Talia.
Mhm.
And then Ava and Liara stay with you guys.
Yeah, so they're going up to retrieve to send a message and retrieve the stuff we need. Other than that, I didn't sanctify.
You performed a miracle, and then you turned your flamer into like a god weapon.
Yeah, basically.
Tell us about your flamer.
What's its name?
Fate Eater. Yeah. So after I did that ritual, I made it so that it's really, really effective against demons in general, but it's proven for demons with filth, disease, and degradation. Something. And also it's always shiny, always
You
pristine.
drop it in the mud and you pick it up and it's like Rain-X and you just like spit it off.
Yeah. And it has a faith power where it makes it harder for demons to dodge or parry. It's kind of cool. So, yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, because it's already a flamer, and then if they're a demon, it's even harder to dodge.
Oh yeah, my flamer will murder demons to death.
That's pretty incredible.
Interesting.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Bad demon.
I'm not demon yet, guys. Come on.
Cool.
You're just a handsome one.
So,
Handsome
Slanesh.
devil.
and then I think another detail is we found a corpse, a certain team,
Oh,
old
yeah.
team member's corpse.
Oh yeah, we found Paxian's corpse. That was fun.
Didn't-
We saved him from being eaten by the garbage people, though.
Yeah,
We-
and then we burned him.
Pretty
and-
sure
We
only
gave
one
them
person
A
cared.
proper burial.
Oh yeah, we like rolled around on them.
I
squashed
saved
them.
We again.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Titus he's so heavy because he's in power armor that he just fell on these people.
They were like climbing on me, so I was like,
He weighs
it's
like
like
2
suplex
tons. So just squashed them all.
Wait, so one of you guys who's in power armor? You are?
He's like target acquired.
Other way.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just
Oh shoot.
trying
We
to
have
figure
a
out-
friend in the underground.
You know what?
Who gives us
Here's something.
step.
Let's go around real quick and just introduce our characters.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was wondering if we should do that.
Yeah, we should do that. Because honestly, it's been a while for the peoples, and Dylan doesn't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. We'll introduce
I actually purposefully didn't tell him because I didn't want that to alter his character.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Cool.
And then I did tell you, but I don't know. I don't
Very
know.
vaguely.
Very vague, yeah.
Like
We
I
talked about like little details of each character, just in a
You
good way.
I definitely got explained pretty in depth.
do it again.
I'm Joss. I'm an assassin. I was raised in an
Yeah,
adeptus
you were
sororitas monastery, and then was kidnapped by pirates. And
Heavy dose syndrome, the Stockholm syndrome. He became head pirate.
no, I didn't.
Oh,
That's Captain Aberdeen. Thank you.
I thought I was head pirate.
No.
You're head pyro.
you
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Just
sorry.
started
Oh
remember
my
most of the
gosh.
stories.
The worst.
Because we're such different people now.
Keep going.
Anyways,
A
no,
long
that's
way.
really all there is to it.
What have you been doing? What's your jetpack?
I have a growing personality.
Slowly.
What have I been doing with my jetpack? Forgetting that I have it.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
spaceman / pirate.
She's like,
Yeah.
With a really, really cool crossbow.
Yeah.
she's the steadiest one.
Mhm.
Like, everyone else will cause problems, but Josh
Steady.
does not cause
She's
problems.
firm in that faith.
She's a straight.
She's
No,
still
I
married to
wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm just even keel.
Yeah, like, people are like, what?
Everyone's all off on one side or the other, and I'm like,
very
guys, I'm the mom.
Oh, I'm so
I'm so sorry.
She's the mom of the group.
Yeah.
sad. I'm going to stick to very.
I'm the quest mom.
Yeah,
The
but you don't really,
quest
but you don't actually care about us.
No.
You don't really
No.
I
know
think
why.
you're all
She's
really
thought about
stupid
killing all of
and
them
annoying.
at one point.
She's like, keeps us around for government assistance.
I mean, you all bring something to the table.
The depths is kind of the assisted living area.
Feels like it.
I know.
We're the garbage people.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Not
no.
literally.
I'm so sorry.
As if we don't say that all the time about
We lost
that.
all our viewers. Cool. Who are you? We're laughing. Be serious right
Alright.
now.
My character is Titus. He was once upon a time a noble-born arbitrator, but he has gone through a long and dark road since then. About halfway through the entire campaign, we found out he was mind cleansed by our Inquisitor multiple times, and that he's way older than he actually looks. I think he's like 74, 75 or something like
Something
that,
stupid.
because he functionally was the Inquisitor, and our Inquisitor was his acolyte at one point. The details are hard to remember when you're mind cleansed over and over.
Good excuse.
He's gone very insane throughout the process of like getting his memories back, but he's still very handsome.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
He's got like golden hair. That's what people forget. He's got golden hair and like bronze skin, and most of his limbs are missing at this point.
A shiny vampire in the
Yeah,
dark.
he's a bit
He
obsessed
is
with
kinda
that
like-
person.
Like Anne
His
Rice
flesh.
vampire-y. Like
Very
bad attractive.
Adaptus Mechanicus.
Yeah, it's one of his insane traits. Along
Yes.
with thinking.
You're like
Oh, and
62.
now he's obsessed with a book that does teach you how to make demon hosts, and he's pretty sure that's not his.
It's a demon book. It's a bad book. Oh, that's not good.
Show my guy.
Just don't tell him. What he doesn't know.
I mean, it's
Don't
like,
ask, don't tell.
never mind. It's just, chained to his person, whatever.
It's like there's a big old lock over it just here. So it's
Is it inside of your?
no, you can't like put it in your armor, can you? I just locked it on the
Just
outside
like
of my
a-
armor.
No, it's
like
not.
a
It's not
compartment.
There's no room inside the
Yeah, you're
armor.
just like
No. No, he's been in there a while, so.
Are you the size of Mr. Startings, or are
You're
you?
probably
No.
right.
So it's
He's
like
he has
it's
like regular person power.
yeah, it's like
Okay. Like Master Chief size.
kinda,
it gave me the hulking
Master
quality.
Chief's
yeah. He still has the hulking quality. It's just a lot less.
Oh,
than
well, and
other certain-
also I got
He doesn't
corrupt to the
get
point where I
knives.
got that brute quality, which made me larger too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's mutated a
He's
little
all
bit.
Hulk.
He's
Yeah,
actually
but you can't
hulking now.
see it.
I'm just a very muscular, very handsome individual. Fine. That's
You're
a
like
weird
those
problem.
guys that are at the
You can't
gym
tell
and they
who's
can't
the
like
power.
touch their back.
No, he
They're
looks like a
Or
bodybuilder
they can't put their arms all the way down.
that just got like that weird tanning oil all over them.
I like to read.
Imagine someone painted a really buff person, and then before the paint dried, they smeared it.
No, like,
Tiny.
have you seen the weird tanks that they put up for bodybuilding?
Yeah.
Like where it actually sheens.
And they
That's
look
what
like
it's like just
Yeah.
your skin.
Job is literally
Yeah.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
that's Space Marine.
No.
That being said, I think bodybuilders are very impressive, and that's a very hard.
Our
side
connection's a
thing.
little rough tonight.
Ooh!
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right.
Sorry.
Who the heck are you?
I'm Deco Constantine. Whoa. My dude is a psyker. He grew up in a big warship, and there was a huge battle and it exploded.
A battle against chaos.
Yeah. And I got sent to jail wrongly, so I spent a couple years there. Got addicted to
He sent him
the.
to jail.
Yeah, this dude
I
sent
sent
me
him
to
to
jail.
jail.
That was a plot twist.
And then I had a brother, and this dude got my brother killed.
Nice.
I did do that.
That was pretty rough.
We
And
got
then I had like this like optimistic view because I was like, man, I got out of jail. They know I'm innocent. Like I'm an Imperial psyker. Like we're gonna cleanse the galaxy, and then like everything's all messed up. People are using psychers as batteries, and like I'm like that's messed up, and people like our inquisitors like raising demons, and that's bad, and it's bad news bears all around, and Deco doesn't know what he wants to do. He's just like he just has some people he likes, and he likes the people he's around, and he likes the God Emperor, and that's kind of where he's at.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
having some visions.
But he is like totally willing to just blow people.
Oh yeah, the ends totally justify the means. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done some dark things to people.
You've grown
All
up
the-
a lot.
You're like Ocasio-Cortez, just ready to fire the guns.
Yeah, that's right.
Except get rid of all the guns.
All of them.
Yeah. By any means.
He shoots 9 bullets.
Yeah, just
Just
And-
everyone else in the
Mine, yeah, it's what he's
every
got. Yeah.
single time.
No, that's
That's
All right.
Skylar.
Mr. Sir, Mr. Captain Pyro.
Yeah,
Head
so
Pyro.
I'm done.
I'm Crisis. I'm a cleric. I was raised on a shrine planet, I believe. That's what it's called. Those were the roots of my faith. Eventually, I joined the Firebrands, the pirates that she was a part of. I've been having visions my whole life of like this thing that I need to do. And she called in for assistance on Anvil.
Yeah.
And when I showed up, I was like, "This is the time. This is the place."
He was
so-
there and didn't know why.
So I went down. I've been burning things, trying to help people find the things, mostly people, to be
Yeah.
fair. Trying to find out why I'm here, trying to help people learn how the God Emperor wants them to live. And,
Or die.
Or die,
not.
especially die.
This guy's killed like hundreds of people,
But,
innocent people, and they built him a statue.
hey, they submitted willingly, they knew the potential consequences, and those who had the faith were cured.
If he told those people to
Emperor
jump
protects.
off a cliff,
Emperor
they
protects.
would jump off a cliff.
Instead, they're going to a Necron tomb.
Also, he's scared of bald people, and everybody in my religion is bald now because they burn
Yeah.
themselves, so...
That was part of my psyker schooling, is all the people were bald, and so I kind of have PTSD with bald people.
Bald
Like-
women, specifically.
Bald women specifically.
Like
Any chair set.
Catholics.
Yeah,
They don't get rid of
basically.
nuns after them.
So yeah,
I was.
that's Crisis.
Sweet.
Cool.
So?
That was
Backstory in progress.
That's
But did we come up with one?
We have not.
No.
Right?
Wait, am I introducing my character?
You can introduce what you've got if you want. Like, because okay. Guys.
Yeah.
We've fleshed out the skeleton of this Grey Knight. We just don't have the substance quite yet.
Okay.
But,
So, my guy is named Nazrael. He is a Grey Knight from the Grey Knight chapter. He works for the Inquisition. He is on. What's the plan?
Anvil?
I'm on Anvil investigating.
yeah, he's on Anvil right now. Fun story.
Yeah.
in secret.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna rickroll him here in a little bit, though.
Oh, no.
We'll get
Oh gosh.
there.
So, if you guys backstory about Grey Knights, if anybody doesn't know, is that they are a special secret chapter of Space Marines that's part of the Inquisition. And while Deathwatch take care of the Xenos threats, they are specifically demon hunter, demon killing machines.
That's so rad.
And
That's unfortunate.
one of the common things is that
Sucks to be you, nerd.
is they are not a single Grey Knight has ever fallen to chaos.
I can fix that.
They go through 666 rituals and possession things and all this stuff, like just in their training. In addition to the other Space Marine training that they do, and they do not leave witnesses. So even if you are Like the only people that are kind of above them are Inquisitors, but even then, but it's been known that entire planets have had exterminatus performed on them
Because they saw the Grey
just because
Knights.
they saw one Grey Knight. So,
These were all daughters.
but
We have fate points.
in specific circumstances where people have proven themselves useful and have the ability to keep a secret, a lot of times they are just mind wiped,
Perfect.
or they continue to work with the Grey Knights.
If they come away from a Grey Knight encounter with their memories and everybody's chill, it is like the highest honor that an Astartes can bestow upon a non-Astartes.
You were basically blessed by the Emperor,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, because like you guys are like
Because
demigods.
The gene seed that is used in the production of Grey Knights.
Ooh. I have a question.
He gave you his
There
seed.
could have been a better way to say that.
No, that's how it is.
No, that's what it is.
So, what is that?
Do you make it?
It landed upright.
Oh,
What?
You're like those
That was a
kids,
good enough intro,
you know,
right?
in middle
No,
school.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
You're just 10 years too late,
Well,
Cody.
Because also, like, just as far as everybody's Warhammer involvement here, we got a nasty Tau player over here with his blue fish commies.
Gross.
This guy's bought some Necrons.
Barely, sorry.
But everybody's pretty new.
Necrons? First army right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Everybody's like pretty new at it. And what armies you got?
So I got Necrons was my first army, my first love. I got some Blood Angels.
Ooh.
I have an Iron Hands chapter, and I was in the process of building a custom chapter, and then, I bought the codex and all that stuff, and then everything got dropped. All the new announcements just got dropped, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna pause my army building for a second until I'm able.
Everybody's
to
weird about it, right? A
Yeah.
little weirder than usual.
Well, they're weirder because Space Marines is just like up to no, like just to the nines. Like there's everything's useful now. So now I have to.
I might just go ahead and sell my SoCal ticket. We'll see. I'm just kidding. Last year was Castellan Knights. This year it's going to be Space
That's where
Marines.
the big thing.
Yeah, but it's not going to be. I think that
I think everybody's going to get a
it's
buff.
going to be. Yeah, it'll be. Fun.
Everybody's going to get soy nasty.
I have a feeling Mechanicus are getting something new because they just got a new thing that they just released.
Yeah, it sucks, but hopefully it gets better. I don't know. I run Mechanicus. My heart is in pain,
Alright.
but I also run Gene Stealer Colt, and my heart is also in pain.
Oh.
And then I run Craft World, Wraith, Eldar, and my heart is shattered. And so I love 40K. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and continue with whatever we're doing.
The game.
You're gonna slow it down,
Wait,
man.
I'm just warm.
Just gonna bring
So, if you have
threw off
like
my groove.
scholastic lore legend, would you even know? You would know about Space Marines.
Oh, yeah.
Would you know about Grey Knights?
No.
Space
'Cause
Marines
that
are
would be like
already
Unless
Lore.
here's how you know about Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Forbidden Lore Inquisition.
I think I have it.
And even then, like minus 20 tests.
Barely even the High Lords of Terra barely even know about them.
It's
They
like
might not even.
it's
know.
like there's some silver dudes.
What if I have Forbidden Lore Daemonology?
No.
Dang it.
He's
Dang
done,
it.
though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so that's the other thing. He's been having visions about Grey Knights the whole campaign.
But you don't know.
I run
Yeah,
It's
you
like-
don't know what they are,
I
but
think
you'll
I know they're
recognize.
Space Marines because I have that, like, but
No,
I
you
just, but they're just Space
Like,
Marines.
those
It's
are
like
big
cool.
space
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but Deathwatch, they're not secret, right?
No,
No, Deathwatch is not a secret.
Okay.
Deathwatch is like the poster boy of the Inquisitor. We're gonna kill all the aliens.
Trade those two dice.
That's what that.
What?
All right,
Just
all right. Let's go ahead and move on. So Titus, I want to start with you.
Yay!
Before we leave town, kind of thing. I wanted to give you the chance to reach out to any gangs that you, because last time we talked about getting support for what lies ahead, and we never reached out to any of the gangs.
Oh, did we want to reach out to the Greek dudes?
Yeah, just reach out to as many as possible. Worst thing they say is no, and then
The worst thing they say is die.
No, the crash bolts. That's what it was. The
Yeah,
Greek
that's what
dudes
I
are
said.
already coming.
No, yeah, the guys who they're a giant gang.
The 1,000 or so dudes.
Yeah.
I thought
It's
Would I be able to
fun.
just? I've never actually talked to them. Have I?
You would have, like, there might have been interactions in the past. They might not know who you are, but they'll know your name.
Okay.
You gotta.
Can I do like a generic charm test, like through a message, or would we have to actually head out that way?
So you can go ahead and get them on VidFeed.
Cool.
And you know the proper frequencies.
Yeah. I know the
Because
cool,
gangs spy on
the
gangs.
cool depth gang bro line. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull them up. Am I like on my own, or are people hanging out with me? What's going on?
Where are you?
I don't really actually remember where we ended last time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll say that this is while you were in Reese's ship.
Okay.
You can be by yourself.
Yeah, sure. I'll go find
Maybe Thaddeus is with you.
All right. I'll go find a console. Boop boop beep boop. Get
Cool.
me online with
Oh, yeah.
whatever his boss's name is.
Sorry, where's the clipboard? You have it? The clipboards?
Oh,
What do
I
you
just
got?
use the back one.
I just don't want to write on the books.
That's the
Because I
fair
know they're
point.
worth a lot.
Yeah, no worries. I got a clipboard right here.
take one down, pass it around.
Yeah, dude.
You
So actually, I actually got, like, I don't even think you need to use that.
Really? Sorry.
I still have to figure out what I'm even doing.
I don't remember.
Oh.
Because, yeah, I thought I was going to reach out to them because we wanted, like,
Okay.
send them in first. Okay, they died. Send them in first.
All right, so this
Like-
could be like a business venture for them.
Pretty
maybe.
much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you get a guy on there, and he's sitting at a desk. And weird, yeah. And he's got like a helmet, and he's trying to like work on some interior like wiring. And he like looks up, goes like this, and hits a button. He's like, "Who are you, and what do you want?"
Just in a conversation with. Excuse me, are you in charge of the gang at the Crossroads? I don't know the gang actually. There's no
I forgot.
They're called the Crassholes.
people. Are you in charge of the Crossroads?
I'm not in charge of anything, but I do have access to an ambassadorial role.
What?
What do you want?
Well,
My name's Cyrus.
Oh, hi, Cyrus. It's nice to meet you. I'm currently looking to
Who are
procure. I don't want to talk to you about my name. Just look at my face.
He pulls out a gun.
At the hologram.
Yep. What's your name?
Oh, please, sir. Please don't shoot the hologram.
Don't.
It's so uncomfortable.
Why is Titus doing this by himself? He needs to be watched.
Oh, all right, fine. My name is Thaddeus, and I was just wondering if I could talk to.
Thaddeus is standing next to you, and he's like, "What?"
I'm looking to begin a business venture with the man abroad, and was hoping that I could procure some help for a future business venture that will yield.
So many
great-
words. Just
Where's
spit
the
it out.
smart person over there?
I'm the smartest.
Wow, we are in trouble. All right, let me try and bring this down a little for you. We need men with guns to shoot things. Do you have men with guns?
You're an idiot. Of course we have men.
Okay.
Lots of guns.
Well, would you be interested in making money? Do you like money? Do you like food? What do you want? Processing.
No one's ever asked me that before.
We need women. Women to go with our men and guns.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I don't know if you've been down here lately, but we have plenty of women. Not so much hair lately, but plenty of women.
Show me your women.
Well, they're all bald, so it's really hard to tell which is which, but trust me, they're women.
Who do you represent?
I represent myself, and the good people of what's the city called?
I'm not there. You're alone.
Thaddeus, what's the city
Wait,
called that
you
we've
would-
lived in
you
for
have
6
perfect
months?
recall.
I know.
He goes, feeds lost.
These ones that will have all women.
What a bummer deal. Don't you have fellowship skills?
I didn't
like
get a
the
chance to
highest
roll
card.
anything.
And fellowship out of all of us.
The worst. That was so awkward.
Why'd you lie to him about your name?
I didn't want to know my name.
That's how they know you, because you're like at the head of another
They
gang.
don't know me as Titus.
Well, they would have known you as like, what is the game?
His name's Riptide.
That's my name? I didn't remember that. I was
Or
like,
no, it was Darktide.
Dark Tide. That
Yeah.
was my
Yeah,
name.
Riptide's Italian.
call a different gang.
Just switch places with
I'm just
Thaddeus.
throwing-
You're like, Thaddeus, you do this time.
Was that actually the leader? That's really embarrassing.
That wasn't the leader.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't I know the leader's personal line? Wouldn't I have had
It's not
conversations
like
with
that.
him? Oh, come on.
It's like
Got
the
a
secretary.
Dude, you're in the depths, man. Communication's rough. They just stationed some schmuck there.
Oh gosh.
Calling them stupid is also probably a bad
He
move.
didn't understand any words I was saying.
Yeah,
You were
you
so-
were droning on and on.
I want this dispenser for the venture in the future. Bald women.
I was being pretty clear there.
Oh,
we're
I
not
don't know
going
if
to
he was
hot
listening out
topic.
at. What?
So
I honestly don't know
I
why
got
we're being
it.
because this is
Yeah.
more guys that we're gonna have to put suits in, or else they're just gonna die. Are we planning on like eating these people? What are we gonna do with them?
Whoa. Dude, I think they would make it for a little bit though. You
We
know
have to go
how
through the
I...
entire forest first.
Oh, that's true. That's okay. Those people can bring them down.
What?
Dude, and if they don't, we just send them in first, and they just soften up the defenses. You know how, like, sometimes when you hit a fortress and there's a spike pit? If you send a ton of people into the spike pit, then there's no spike pit. It's filled with bodies.
He's right.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna move on from this entire subject. I don't want to bring these dudes anyways. They're not my friends.
You know, that...
We don't. We actually just
We can't
don't need
talk
this.
So you're just gonna go in with the Ironhides?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, and hides
Very good.
Yeah, the Krieger gonna show up.
All
or
right. So
something.
before you guys leave the main city, Cascade and Talia, they're gonna go back with Reese to the surface world to bring back a Death Corps of Krieg battalion. And then Crisis followers are beginning a journey into the Waste to carry forth the light of the God Emperor.
They're coming.
And they have like primitive, and I'm not gonna say it's like too primitive because there's vehicles and like a lot of stuff has fallen down here, right?
Mhm.
So they've got wagons and stuff that they're pushing out, and, like some motorized vehicles, but like the wheels, like there's tires on, like you know, like it's not like handcart, like wooden, like going out west. But yeah, really primitive vehicles and some like herd animals or something, but they're just kind of journeying on in their little brown robes and burnt bald heads. And then, what do you want your gang to do? Or do you want them to go to your back to the base and supply up and then meet you at Nork Forest, or?
Probably be the best.
And they're not gonna know where that is, but they can meet you
I was gonna
in
say,
the
can't
Den of
Thaddeus
Giants.
start to guide them with his drones, basically.
He doesn't
Or
have
is it-
range.
Shoot, that's right. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Who was the dude that was actually in charge of the Ironhides? Because I'm not their actual leader. I'm
You
just
need
like
to
their
remember.
champion. You took my paper.
I didn't take your paper.
The map on notes on it.
You have your map, don't you?
Ooh,
You better have your map. 'cause I
I
don't
gave
know.
it to you.
I think it had some stuff on there that you looked at.
Oh, wait, I got it.
Oh.
I found it. It was hiding.
Wow.
Good night.
All right,
Accusing my
y'all.
husband.
Alrighty.
Dude.
Sure.
Well, the Dreadlord was Reese. That's a different dude. Anyways, I'm gonna let the leader know, like the coordinates and the general direction that we're gonna be heading, and we'll leave markers relatively along the way, so we'll know what to follow.
Cool.
And just have his guys be as geared as possible, knowing that we're going in North
Thaddeus
Forest.
will I will program several of these servo skulls with the facial IDs of this many people from the gang, and they'll lie down and meet them occasionally as they hit checkpoints.
I would almost want to entrust Thaddeus and just he can handle making sure that they. Thaddeus is pretty smart with all the mech stuff as well.
I have a question about your gang. Is your gang like, are they like a motorcycle gang, or are they like...
They're like general.
They're scrappers,
Yeah, so
stuff.
so they scavenge and
is it going to be like, what is that movie with Mel Gibson?
Oh,
Road
Mad
Warrior?
Max?
Yeah, is it like Mad Max kind of thing?
kind of. I will say kind of.
Okay.
yeah, they should be fine. They're not that dumb.
I
don't know
know.
what happened.
No, I was just thinking, like, if they're going to come with us, because Crisis's people are, like, probably not ever going to break, but they're going to die pretty quick. So we probably want your dudes.
They're not even fighters.
No.
They're just people. They're
Well, you
bird
guys will have to
people.
have a strategy like with the Warfront kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. You guys don't know what you're walking into. You know you need aid. But there's a lot of in-between that you're just not sure about.
I would have them just follow us for the most part because they're more likely to just get taken out by the random crowd along the way.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, like, they're gang members. They're not super tough boys.
I guess that's true.
But they'll be good at shooting the general area if we need it.
That's true. Thank goodness the death core is coming down.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
Deathcore Creek.
Hopefully.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness. I don't know.
I mean, they'll probably be our front lines because they're suicidal anyway.
Just gonna
We'll just keep like the rest of the back like supporting, I guess. Like if we enter combat,
Cheerleaders.
yeah.
You got Deathcore.
Cool. So,
Don't die too fast.
at this point, so you guys have been ready to like leave the city, and I'm gonna fast forward like a week,
Oh yeah.
and you guys have been journeying at this point, and it's nighttime right now. Everybody's kind of sleeping. It's your turn to have a sleep cycle, and
We can just sleep.
Before I have a sleep cycle, is Thaddeus awake?
yes,
I just want to talk to him real quick. Is that okay?
yeah, he's standing like this on the perimeter, not moving.
I'm just gonna walk over and be like, Thaddeus. Hey, Thaddeus. Hey, there you go.
Hello.
Were you asleep?
No.
Oh my gosh, you were sleeping.
I have multi-consciences, and my main functionality for this host was not needed at this time.
That sounds like some crap you would make up. Thaddeus.
Mm.
Anyway,
What do you need?
I haven't seen you in a while, but I noticed that you were missing your birds. What happened to your birds?
Well, in the birthing district, to be precise, when Titus and I were in the building and got teleported out, my birds were not in that radius, and so they were left in the surface world.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Those birds were awesome. They're always flying and stuff. You're one freaking crazy pilot. It must kill you to be down here under the planet in the ground, you know?
It's not ideal.
Yeah. Well, anyway, when we were at Reese's, I saw this. I'm going to pull out the bird. And I'm going to be like, it's just a bird. I know you have, like, all your other stuff, but I just thought you could have it, you know, kind of like old times, and then also you could use it for recon or whatever you need it for.
That's very touching, and I appreciate your gift. I don't have anything for you.
Oh, don't worry about it, Thaddeus. You've done a lot for us. You've been had a lot of things happen to you.
What would
since
you
you've been
call the
with us.
bird?
What would I call the bird? I don't know. That's a good question. I like honestly, I didn't know what a bird was until like 4 months ago. So I don't know if I'm ideal to name it.
What was the name of your ship?
Damascus.
There it is. I will name this bird Damascus.
Well, thanks. Thaddeus.
Well, thanks.
Ooh, booty, booty, booty. Well, anyway, thanks for all you do, Thaddeus. I know kind of been rough going and lots of crazy shiz has happened, and we've all come back from it, and you've been a huge part of that. So thanks for what you do.
It's been an unexpected journey.
Oh my god.
It sure has, buddy. Anyway, if you ever need help with anything warpy or healed or anything, let me know. But I'm going to bed.
So you turn to walk away, and he turns around and he puts his hand on your shoulder. And he says, Deco, there's so much that I think can be learned and seen by all of us. And I don't really want that to be cut short for anyone. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna find down here. I'm not very excited about it. And I want you to know I'm still, you know, I'm human. Like, it's in there.
Good.
But like these the drones and the servitors and stuff, that's my people do that. And I just want us all to be safe.
No, that's
I think
good.
you know, the flesh is weak, but I think the minds in our group can accomplish a lot.
Yeah.
So
You know, one thing, I think something that makes you different from the other robot people I've met is you're kind of in between both of us, you know? Like, I don't really understand the mechanical stuff, but obviously you got a really good eye for that, and you understand all of that. But you're also human, you know? And you also understand, like sacrifices and loyalty and things like that. In the times we've had to fight Mechanicum, you know, I've noticed that a big weakness is they don't have that. They just seem to be, you know, two-dimensional beings.
Mm-hmm.
But you have both, you know, and you can't be, you know, the Thaddeus that we know and the best Thaddeus without both those things. That's just what I think.
Well, that's my role as a factor of the lathes. And I can tell you that the Mechanicus view all of you the same. You know? So I think that really there's a lot that everybody could learn from each other.
I think you're right.
But thank you, friend.
Bedtime.
So, just so you know, my NPC, Thaddeus, he's a character that I used in a past campaign, and I designed him to be a bridge between the two.
Sweet.
And so, as a factor of the lathes, it's in the Lathe Worlds rulebook, and I can shed all of the mechadendrites and stuff, and you would have to pass like a -30 test to even tell a Mechanicus if I don't have like everything on. But right now he's in like some like Mechanicum. It's like really light power armor. But like as far as mechadendrites go, he only has like a servo claw, but it's like tucked up in a way, so you can't really tell. He's got a jetpack, so he's very, very light on the mechadendrite stuff. That being said, he also is kind of like a Skitari Alpha, so he's got like a bunch of servitor minions. Oh, he can wreck.
This is a very scary.
He does.
He sure is.
There's some grenades profiles that I found in this book. They're like seeking grenades, and so he's got a grenade launcher you can fire on like full auto. So it's like 6 shots of like seeker grenades. That's why, like he gets weird. I don't know. It's fun. You fall asleep.
I'm out.
You feel really good about your little conversation.
I do.
And then you wake in darkness.
That's
Uh-oh.
And
you are in a giant hole in the middle of the planet.
it's true. Yeah.
But this is a different.
And it's total darkness, but you can see. And there's a thick kind of mist rolling along the ground around you. What do you do?
Go back.
What is the ups?
I'm gonna do like a sense presence to see if anything's around me.
And
Every
everyone's
gun
gonna
goes
blow
off.
up and die.
I pass.
Nice.
Cool. No one's around you except your memories. And some thoughts come to your mind as you're kind of hourly seeking. Memories of warriors in shiny silver armor. You remember them fighting valiantly, but ultimately all of them dying. And you remember the sadness that you felt as each one was killed. And you remember the fights that took place in the surface world against those giant insectoid xenos that were very terrifying. You remember the fights further down below the depths on a black lake, and just the different deaths that occurred, the deaths in the chapel, like on the bridge, those different things. And it felt like almost something holy had been lost. And so you kind of walk through the mist a little bit while you're thinking about these things, and you come out, you come through the mist to another side, and it's a void that's filled with stars. And you can see that there's a giant scar that has been torn through space in front of you, dominates your vision. And as things come into focus, you slowly begin to line out that you're looking at the galaxy, and there's different star patterns that are becoming familiar to you. Do a navigation space test, because I think you have that, or navigation void, or whatever.
I do have navigation space.
Yeah, do plus 20.
Plus 20. That goes off my intelligence?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, pass.
Cool. So yeah, you're able to pick out the planet Anvil and the surrounding other 4 Anvil forges. As you're looking, you realize you're watching the Forge World Barrow ignite and fire as its planetary core detonates. As these planets come closer to view, you pass past Barrow, and you see Anvil drawing closer to you, and smoke covers the view that should be clear to the planet, and you see flashes of lightning tearing out across the surface, and you zoom into the smoke, and through the smoke you see mechanical men fighting in the cities, on the oceans, in the mountains. You see bombs going off, people dying, the planet crying, and then you see a tear that goes across the equator. And in a way similar to Barrow, but not nearly as bad, fires light up around the planet. And the fighting speeds up and then stops. Clouds pass faster and faster as you view in on, like, closer to the planet, and you actually watch your arrival to the planet with the team. You remember the crash from your ship when you initially landed. You remember getting, like, kidnapped by cultists. You remember crossing the waste and meeting Magos Cossacks and learning what the Arc Mechanicum was that he's trying to fix up. You remember meeting Thaddeus and flying through a craggy wasteland to chase down Genestealer cult thieves after he threw a black rock. You remember journeying to the Lawless Zone and suddenly getting kidnapped. You remember being strapped to strange machines that connected you to the energy of the damaged planet, blowing up a mine in the effort to stop the Primus from stealing black stone. You remember carving your way to the depths to find the source of this black stone, like where you're at right now. And all of these memories are kind of flying around you, and you see your death. You see the death of your teammates and the death of everybody 1,000 times in like 1,000 different ways. And you see the Silver Warriors arrive to find a world covered in nightmares, and you see those xeno creatures roaming the surface. You see undead metal men fighting all around, and you get to watch these holy men die painfully and leave a planet dead and barren. And your vision expands to the other 4 worlds of Anvil, each faced with the same doom but less help. How do you feel?
Not great.
That was heavy.
That was seriously heavy.
Such a good talk. I was gonna wake up all grumpy.
I think Deco feels like, because he knows that like those silver dudes are like space marines,
He does.
and so in his mind, like his team was already powerful, and they got overwhelmed. But then even a group of space marines came down, and they all died. And like, there's something unique about these space marines and special, you know, but they still couldn't do it. Like, that's pretty disheartening, to say the least. These warriors of legend, like, dead.
Just schmucking it out.
Yeah.
Veterans of countless battles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They're all like hundreds of years old.
About this time, Helena walks through the mist
Oh.
to your side. And she puts her hands on your face and looks into your eyes. And
Titus again.
Give me a lickery. Kiss me like a woman.
name that movie.
Oh
That
no.
one.
Goonies.
What is, oh yeah, and he's doing it through the face.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh. Sorry.
But she looks into the depths of your soul. And I know you're laughing. Anyway, she's like, "What if it doesn't have to be this way?"
That would be great.
She grabs your hand. She grabs your hand, and pushes back the arrival of the Silverman, and you see yourself go back in this timeline, like VCR. And as she does so, time overlaps back on itself, and you see the Grey Knight's arrival to this planet, Silverman, and you see it fly backwards through the warp to the other side of the Calexis sector, and redock with a ship called the Righteous Dawn. And just from your knowledge of ships, this ship looks to be extra special, very advanced. Too advanced for any ship that you've seen, except for like one. And during your backstory, that battle that you were in long ago in space, in the void, against chaos, you had seen a ship that your crewmates whispered belonged to the ancient Astartes. And you remember that ship so well because it outmaneuvered every ship that you had ever seen. And just stuff that because you knew your ship was like dope and awesome and holy, and these ships was just flying circles around you guys. So it was just in your brain since being a kid. And the crew at the time claimed that they were as close to gods as man could get. And Helena, she looks at you again and says, what would you do if you had more time? If you could have the timeline line up properly to save all of us.
What would I do?
Mhm.
I mean, I guess whatever it takes to avoid that. But everything it showed me, all the choices that I feel like I've thought about making, all end with everyone dying. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Do you want to talk to these men?
That would be great.
Wow.
That's where
Cool. So she draws a line like this, and a red line follows behind her finger, and she pulls open space. Little hole right to the warp. And she opens the door to the righteous dawn. And so she allows you to speak to the silver holy men. And so yeah, this thing opens up and you see a silver man who was meditating. He's sitting just in a room that doesn't have a lot in it. Just dark. Lights are dimmed.
Holy crap.
He just holy crap. Somebody said something.
I'm going to look at Helena and I was like, do I just go in?
Just talk to him. But also be respectful.
Right.
If you
Yeah, this is going to be hard because I'm like, wow, I don't know what to say.
at least you're not.
That's true.
Y'all are mean.
Look, I have this idea. We just need to summon all the demons.
I'm like, I don't know what to say.
You want to do it?
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
When I was writing this up, I didn't know you'd be here.
Oh, really?
Well, yet.
Yeah. It's up to you.
Yeah.
If you already have something
I think
written,
no. I think that's great. If you're confident, if you're good.
flex these role-playing skills. Let's do it. Okay.
All right, Mr. Sir. Your little voodoo made you.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
I'm praying right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to interrupt the Space Marine praying. I'm going to like,
Good crack. Good crack.
I'm going to like kind of lean in and I'm going to say, hello?
Can I just grab him? I think
You can't.
I can't.
But you can try.
So-
Like I look around.
so-
I look behind me.
You realize you're in vision.
Oh. Wait. What foul creation of the warp is
Oh no! I'm gonna kneel down a little bit and I'm gonna be like, this is not anything that's a foul creation of the warp. I'm Deco Constantine. I'm a sanctioned psyker for the God Emperor, and we need your help.
Never heard of you.
Well, I mean, there's probably lots of psychers. There's not a whole lot of, Space Marines, so.
Less than a million of us actually.
We're a dime a dozen,
Uh,
Tom.
1,000 a day gets sacrificed.
Ooh.
Thanks, Daddy.
What is the issue that requires the help of one such as I?
The Anvil, the planet, it's going down. That's
Last time I heard about Anvil, it was over on xenos scum. That's not what I deal with.
it's not just Xenos. There's also these metal men who are undead. There's some demonic spirits that have been released who roam, and they're
What demon?
This one.
Wait, I mean,
Out of
you go
character.
ahead.
Do I know his name?
If you did, that would give you power over him.
I feel like I do know his name.
The demon's name?
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe I
Part
don't.
of it? A nickname?
Oh, are you
Oh.
referencing from when you opened the book?
Yeah,
So, no.
no.
But,
No, but no.
like, maybe a Schnips.
A Schnips.
Maybe actually don't tell me that.
That's low Gothic.
Okay.
Maybe a fragment.
That's too high gothic for Deco.
A piece.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna say that there is this demon, and we're trying to stop the xenos threat and stop whatever these metal men are that are like evil Adeptus Mechanicus kind of, but they're green. I'm sorry. But he just appears in visions, and I see him. No matter what we do, he has keys, and he goes to people and he puts them in their head while we're asleep. And all my visions I've had where I try and do battle with him, he just destroys me.
What is his name? Master.
I call him the Master of Keys because he has keys.
What a way to totally ruin that character. Because they have master keys.
Deco's nervous, okay?
Yeah.
You said you know the fragment of the name. I'm gonna pretend like I know it.
Zoo.
Zoo.
Z-U is all you got.
Mhm. The fragment of his name that I've gotten so far is,
You have a fragment.
yeah, just
He
a
looked
part.
at the book.
It's Zoo.
The boom of it. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
It's just that 20 times.
Perk. Can I time again? Sorry.
Yeah, no
We
worries.
could, because I only have a fragment of the name, but do I know the demon's name?
No, you wouldn't.
Do I?
You wouldn't know every
No,
demon's
Well,
name,
right.
like, right?
Okay.
But you just know like the famous ones. But from what his description is, I will let you do a. Do you have Forbidden Lord Demonology?
Of course.
You better, freaking Grey Knight.
I would imagine the Grey Knights start with that skill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. It's level 2 or whatever.
Oh, plus 20.
Oh.
What's your intelligence? This is the first test you will have done.
43.
43.
So-
Okay, so plus 20 means now you have to roll underneath a 63.
Okay.
And,
Oh, do we do
and
that?
I'm gonna give you. So here's the thing.
Not dice in here.
The GM.
What?
The GM can issue modifiers, and I'm already going to give you a plus 10, so that's a plus 30.
So
That was weird.
So your 43 is a 73.
What did you roll?
58.
Oh.
Yay, my first roll.
Seems like something Zinch would send.
Zinch.
And you don't like that guy. You don't like any of them.
Zinch is my least favorite.
Really?
Like he's my,
Your
well,
character's least favorite or your least
He'll
favorite?
be my character's least favorite. My favorite character. Okay, he's my favorite chaos god.
I freaking love Zinch.
Zinch is awesome.
Anyway,
But
horrible.
that
Horrible.
Zoo. She's involved. What planet are you on?
We're in Anvil. We're in the depths. We're about to go see what the green men are up to.
A thought comes to your head.
Oh, yeah?
An intelligence test in the form of a plus 30.
Oh, thank goodness. Come on, plus 30. Oh, crit 4.
Oh, what's our alternate crit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
89.
89.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we had one.
Just
Okay.
curious.
Cool.
Wait, what's that mean?
Alternate
You roll
crit
89,
is
it's
if you roll
like-
an 89, you crit.
So if you
Normally
roll-
crit is just any number between 0 and 9.
Okay.
Yeah, so super crit is 000.
Yeah.
And
89 is.
And 99 is the worst roll you could do. And technically, the book is vague on that, so I chose that. But technically, 1 is the best, and 000 is the worst.
But you.
That's
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care
It's
about
so
that.
satisfying to see all the zeros.
It's so fast. Yeah, it's
It's
so
like hitting a
nice.
20 in D&D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max
Look at all
20.
those.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're gonna, yeah, anyway.
Okay.
You, at this time,
Right.
because you're just kind of recalling some horrors that you've been through, and you recall what happened in that laboratory with the black stone and people trying to use you as a shield, and how you just knew it was holding a darkness back.
Oh, one other thing. There's been a lot going on this planet that our Inquisitor has been having us investigate. But in addition to the xenos threats,
Had
there's...
you mentioned you were from the Inquisition yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah.
No, you said you
said you
he
were
said he
sanctioned
was a sanctioned
Sanctioned
psyker.
psyker, but nothing about the Inquisition.
Yeah. So I work...
Who do you work for?
His name is Alvis
Veneris.
Menares.
Veneris.
Veneres. He's my Inquisitor. I'm a pretty new acolyte. But one other thing, we found a cult, a Xenos cult, but it wasn't the Xenos cult. It was the Blade God wasn't working on that. That was just some random folks.
Rando cult.
Yeah, there was another cult that was working.
Some Mechanicum sect.
Yeah, it was like a Mechanicum cult. They had this black stone, and they had all these psychers hooked up to it, and they were using it as some sort of shield against some darkness. When the facility was raided, and one of our guardsmen tried to remove the stone, and it actually summoned 2 minor demons. And these stones are everywhere. And I don't know exactly where they came from, but I mean, he just touched it, and 2 demons just popped out of the warp.
It's not okay. This gravely concerns me.
Yeah, so you should.
I'm sorry.
Pump the brakes.
Yes, we deeply require your assistance.
Any assistance or even just advice on what we should do, or if you're aware of what these green men are, or anything you could do would be humblingly helpful.
I wanted roleplay to be such a dick so badly. like the affairs of one planet are.
Don't be facts.
Well,
no, do it.
No,
dude, honestly though,
that's
it's 5 planets. It's a system.
But you don't know that.
I mean,
But you know that.
I do know that. So I have to tell you.
why should I be concerned with the trivial problems of
Listen,
a single world?
Oh, sorry. Interrupted. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Would I know what the respectful term for a space marine would be?
Astartes. Adeptus Astartes.
Okay. Adeptus Astartes. It's not just our planet. This planet that we're in is the most, has the best chance of survival.
Ooh. Were you calling him an Adeptus Astartes?
Yeah.
Wouldn't the proper term just be like Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah, my Lord. Or
think of like a peasant addressing a knight.
Okay.
like you could get killed for that.
Oh.
Like
Oopsies.
Cave my mind.
My lady. I had to say that. I'm just like asleep in the camp and then. Oh my gosh, Deco exploded!
there's black slugs everywhere.
Sleep again. Come on.
He tried to hold his sneeze in. We told him not to do it.
He tried sneezing with his eyes open
Second
again.
sneeze. Wipes out actual distance.
It's like 7th grade math class.
Oh no!
Anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I'm trying to be I'm trying not to be like a huge jerk, but I just know how these guys would be.
No, do it, man.
Okay.
Do it.
I don't know what I'm like. This is like
We're very
testing water.
sensitive.
A little.
Deco's feelings are hurt.
We will hurt you.
They're like, fine,
All
I'll
the
ask for
people,
your help.
Deco's
Bye,
like
then.
the least likely to get his
Just heads
feelings
up.
Great
hurt.
accent,
I'm
like
leaving.
a DGAP attitude, like nobody's business. They're just like, it's not my problem. Until like some good shit.
But
I mean, my visions show.
you are greatly concerned.
That's true, because the demons.
The demons and
Well,
just the
plus
black
he's
stone.
coming to you in a vision.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm
This
just
is a
like,
big deal.
how did you get through the Geller field, and how were you able to get through all of the sanctified things?
Helena's like, I open doors.
Oh, is Helena there too?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's just kind of behind. Hi,
Like-
yeah.
who are you?
So my name's Helena. I'm also a sanctioned psyker. I think it's been a long time.
Don't say I think.
I am a sanctioned psyker, and I endorse this message. Anyway, I can make doors with my mind or in reality, and we needed to reach you, and it was very urgent. So I know that we're not being official, and hopefully we're not too offensive here, but I mean, you know, we need your help really badly.
But Lord, listen, this planet is like the best defended one, and I've had visions since we've come here of just this planet being overrun, and I've had visions of other Adeptus Sororitas that look just like you, but there's like 5 or 6.
You called him a woman.
Oh no!
Called the space one, the space none.
Call this shit.
I understand. He's terrified.
It's not the first time.
Go and change your armor.
This guy, I'm just like offending this dude left and right. This guy just called me a lady like 3 times in a row.
It's the hair.
But
Yeah, you guys were
Oh, my
easily
guy has
beaten
long
every
hair.
time.
Has to.
no, but my group as far, I mean, nothing compared to you and the other Space Marines, but we're pretty powerful compared to the average people. But we would get wrecked, and in all my visions, I would see groups of Space Marines come down to the planet.
What did the Space Marines look like?
Kind of like you. They were wearing silver armor. Big, killed lots of things with crazy weapons, blowing stuff up. It looked like with psyker powers, maybe.
I'm still keep going.
Okay. But you guys you would kill so many things, but in the end, they would just be overwhelmed.
What killed us?
Just a variety of xenos and these green men with green weapons. These
Metal men with green lasers.
metal men with green
I
lasers.
know what they are. Do I know what they are?
I mean, you're a Grey Knight.
Yeah, I know what they are.
You know, I mean, yeah.
You know what they are?
You know.
Can I ask what they're called?
They are an ancient evil from the beginnings of time itself.
Oh my gosh.
They're known as the Necrons.
How? And they've just been here this whole time?
Yes.
Why would they live here? I'm so confused.
Why Anvil?
They are a threat as great as chaos itself.
Oh boy. So we got Tyranids coming in from the sky, and we got Necrons coming from below, and demons in the middle.
Demons from within.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, we
boy.
could really use
I just
help.
feel like I should exterminate this planet. Like, low key.
It's been suggested.
You've had visions though about this planet falling, and should it fall,
Yeah, you did have a
It was
vision
like-
about what
it was the
would happen
pebble
should
that
it
started an
fall.
avalanche, right?
So
Very
not to
specific
be.
details.
I've had visions, and there was another man dressed as you who directed me and said that this planet needs to survive. And that
Do you
this-
remember his name?
What was his name?
I do remember his name. It's been a while.
Brother Griffith.
Brother Griffith was his name.
I perked
Was
up.
it Griffith?
So-
Griffith.
He is not your chapter master. He's like
He's pretty high up.
he's like the leader of your all, like
my
your squad,
company-
basically your company, squad,
yeah,
whatever.
He's like,
He's that dude.
I don't remember the name of it, but no, okay. Brother Griffith.
Yeah, and he showed me this vision, and he directed me and showed me that this planet, if this fell, that it was going to start this effect where the other planets around it would fall, and it would continue, and that we wouldn't be able to stop it. And
You saw the vision go to Terra.
that I was going to go there.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm kind of not going to say everything I saw because it will
Yeah.
strike me down for saying that I saw like.
Dude, you gotta shoot your shot, man.
Yeah, just
Okay.
go for it, man.
Listen,
You are already psychically invading the personal quarters of
Oh my
What-
gosh!
a Grey Knight.
I didn't know.
This is like sneaking into like Jason Bourne's room at night.
Hey,
I just
wait
realized-
up.
Hey Jason, can you come help me do this like thing.
I need to watch the movie.
So
Look, if I don't
here's
watch the
here's
laundry,
almost-
everyone dies.
Here's almost what it started out as. Like, you go into Jason Bourne's room, waking him up by, like, tapping him in the eyeball, and being like, "You gonna play Barbies?" I brought 6.
And a breath.
But then you find out, Jason finds out as you're talking to him, oh, by the way, I'm, like, homeless, and, like, my car just caught fire, and I hit a fire truck, and that fire truck was, like, trying to save a hospital that is now in flames. like,
But also, your boss was the one that told me to.
yeah, like,
Your boss told me to come play Barbies with you. Okay?
he said it would help with your stress.
Is Brother Griffin on my ship?
Yes.
Okay.
This vision that led all the way back to Terra, and it showed that if this planet fell, that Terra would fall.
What you speak is borderline heresy. Whoever think that Terra would fall.
Listen, all I know is another Astrades named Brother Griffith came in a vision and showed it to me. And I'm like, I swear by the God Emperor, cross my Aquila and hope to die.
Well, that's great.
I'm crying right now.
Awesome.
I swear to Trunk, I'm not God, also for.
Okay.
Oh.
I will speak with Brother Griffin about your plight. And we will look into it. Now be gone.
All right. Thank you, Lord.
Helena takes the door away.
What is your name?
He's like, I'm.
Well, you did
Finger
already
gets
say.
chopped off.
You said your name at the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
I don't remember.
Deco Constantine.
Deco Constantine.
My number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Kiss my butt.
Be gone. Can I close the door on him? Close the rift?
Sure.
And I just
Zip.
Ah!
And, you wake up.
Just like me.
Oh!
Now you probably should change your armor, otherwise plague rolls or something. I don't know.
Wait, what? Is that like a real thing?
Always. But no.
Okay.
But yes.
Oh my god.
You don't know. You don't understand the can of worms you just opened. Lore-wise.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Lore-wise.
You said Gellerfield, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no, that's just how powerful Helena is.
How powerful what?
Helena is.
Oh,
Oh, dude, Helena nuts.
she's
Yeah,
specifically
she's able to open-
divination oriented.
I just went with it. I'm just assuming that she's powerful enough that she can get through a Gellerfield on it.
Would you, as a Grey Knight, know that?
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
You'd be like, oh.
Ready to go rescue them.
Because she's like,
Just
she's
the fact that it happened, I would have been like,
just the
and
fact
they shall
that.
know, and they shall have no fear, and they
Wow.
shall know no fear, they shall know no fear.
It's like a.
So I'm awake, right?
Yeah, you're awake.
Okay. Where's Helena?
She's right next to you.
Cuddled.
She's holding your hand. No.
Yes.
Hey, Jude.
Her head rested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
let's
just
do it.
asleep nearby.
I'm gonna wake her up.
Poke her in the eye.
Yeah.
Not sure like Barbie.
She rolls over and she's already awake.
I'm gonna be like, that was real, right?
Yeah, that was real.
We gotta get that demon book off your brother.
Yeah.
We can't.
Why?
I'm a killer.
Things are as they need to be right now.
Helena,
Love me. Love me. Love
I don't know a ton about Space Marines,
Oh, man.
but that seriously, if he comes down here and sees this book chained to your brother, where I found a piece of the name, I mean, we can try and swing that to say he's holding it for safekeeping, but your brother is not exactly quick on the uptake. We just need to take it off him, and we just got to give it to this Grey Knight when he comes.
61's not enough.
He's already here.
No, what do you mean?
We had that vision 3 months ago.
Weird ways.
We talked to him 3 months ago, just now.
A hole in space and time.
I'm pulling the book off your brother. I'm sorry. We got to take it off. He's gonna kill your brother.
You don't understand.
What don't I understand?
Just like the.
I have to protect him, but also what he's doing is gonna be what saves us all.
Do you know that your brother is?
I knew it.
You know his body's been prepared to host a demon host, right?
How do you know that?
Because I just know.
Does he know it?
He doesn't know it. He read the book. You gave him the book for a long time.
I got X-ray vision as a psychic power, and I was like, wowie.
Not original.
That guy is covered in heretical things.
And
Hold
also,
on. Yeah, kill Bolton. Kind of hard. Keep going.
Yeah, and Helena, she says, there's things I did that I didn't have a choice on. And she looks over, and you're like out cold.
maybe. He doesn't sleep very much.
I have
he
like
said.
sleeper technically, but I'm out cold.
Okay.
I'm very tired.
I'm the one who had to mind cleanse him.
Are you willing to watch him die? Because you say he's the one who's going to save us all, but you mind cleansed him, and you're letting him carry this book, and the Space Marine's going to come and blow him up.
You don't know how powerful Alvis is. If he can't stop him, he's gonna destroy the world. He thinks he's doing the right thing, but you don't understand. I've been having visions about the splinters of time since before I was born.
Can I just hold the book? That's all I'm asking.
You can take that up with him.
With Titus?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to.
Good luck.
She's like, I'm not getting involved.
You don't have to. That's okay.
Uh-oh.
So,
I know he's making decisions that are sealing his fate. I understand that. I've mind cleansed him over 80 times. Any time, it's always led back to this. And I've hid that from Alvis with everything I could. Because Alvis will never be what Titus already was.
this is a lot to take in right now.
I know. And I'm not even expecting you to trust me. I've been locked in a vase for 70 years.
Ain't enough, dude.
Oh my gosh. Wait, pause real quick. While we're talking, I'm going to pull out that needle gun that I got. Do I have any sleeping toxins? Like some heavy sleeping toxins.
I will say odd or even.
Odd.
No.
Crap.
But you have a drug that makes somebody go frenzy.
Oh no.
You have a drug that makes someone hallucinate.
Still no.
And you have a drug that makes somebody spasm.
What if I mix them all together?
Then they probably have cardiac arrest.
That's some dope stuff.
That's a fine line.
PCP.
That's what we should give your followers.
Oh.
Wow!
Okay.
Berserkers everywhere.
Oh my gosh. I can't sneak up on Titus. If I try and fight him, like, that'll be bad. I'm just gonna try and talk
I
with him.
just out of how are you gonna get a needle to power armor?
Well, he's asleep. Do you have a helmet?
I do.
You sleep with the helmet on.
Dude, he sleeps in his own
I
coffin.
sleep.
That's crazy. I just thought you had your helmet off, but I was just gonna
I take the armor off like
But
every
then,
week and a
what
half.
was his
now.
head
That's
be
what I
resting
see.
on?
Like
I thought
empty
it
out
was
the
just
boot
like
bag.
this, and I'd shoot him like in the jugular or the eye or something. I don't know.
Man.
I should have told him. Granted, it's like less.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty
But should you?
cool.
It's better for me to panic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go wake up Titus.
Helena like puts her hand on your shoulder and is like, just so you know, for several lifetimes I've sat in a room and created realities. And nothing ever stopped what he will become.
Helena, everything you're saying is just way over my pay grade. It's just whoop, right over my head.
Well, you'll have to file a complaint with HR and reach up to Workman's Comp.
Oh my god.
My man.
Listen, I can
Mhm.
appreciate how powerful you are, and I can't believe I saw a Space Marine 3 months ago, much less I can't believe you surprised a Space Marine by being able to get all through a bunch of stuff that I don't know. But I just need to do this or else Titus is going to die. And he's so chock full of souls that if he dies, I think that might just blow up the whole planet.
Souls are explosive.
So explosive.
You
So
said
I don't know.
didn't add
Really bad.
very much.
Okay, do your thing.
All right, I'm gonna tap on Titus.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Second this process, I was like, oh wait, power armor.
Titus, you awake?
Hi, buddy. What's up? Sleeping a very good sleep, which is rare for me. So
I'm so sorry. I'll let you get back to sleep. Titus,
okay.
I need to borrow the book.
No. Thank you.
that deco op card. He's taking a second to regroup. Okay, you're welcome. Titus, someone is coming, and they're not gonna like that you have the book.
Most people don't.
But can you just put it in a bag? I have a bag. We can just put a bag over it. Listen,
Like your album.
yeah, I'll put an Aquila on it, and we'll just drape it over it. You can still have it on, but no one will know. And people will be less likely to take it. Or try to take it.
Ooh. I like that idea.
All right.
It's just gotta look good. It's gotta be black to match the armor.
We'll talk to someone about it. But I just need to see the book real quick to
Black and gold.
get the
No.
measurements.
You can look at the book. You go get the bag.
Do you know what Space Marines are?
He's a pretty smart dude.
Funnily enough, I don't have anything based on that. No.
They're like gods.
Yeah.
Do you know the names of the angels, like of the host of heaven?
In real
Because that's
life,
basically it.
a couple.
Gabriel, Michael,
Yeah.
Sanguinius.
I would say.
Gabriel, Michael
Oh.
Scott.
Yes,
It sounds vaguely familiar. Sure.
You know who the God Emperor is, right?
No, don't know who the god is. How about you go ahead and give me a lesson in the middle of the night? Real
Okay. Quick lesson. There is a group of demigods called Space Marines who are the sons of the God Emperor. Like, genetically, they are his sons.
That's cool.
And they battle xenos and demons everywhere. There's not a lot of them, but they're insanely powerful.
Yep, that sounds good. I'm
Wait.
also just now remembering I actually know about Space Marines for sure. I got a letter about them. But keep talking.
Oh, good. One of them is coming.
Yeah.
And he does not like
Yeah.
demons. If he sees
I don't
you
either.
with that book, he's going to try and kill you.
Alright, so go make my
I'm
bag.
gonna try. Whoa!
Wait, what'd you say?
Go make my bag.
Listen, we can't have it under that. That's a stupid idea. Why would that work?
You're the one that came up with it. I thought it
just
was a
said
good
it,
idea.
so you would give me the book.
I'm not giving you the book. I thought you were going to go get me a bag. Now we're yelling in front of everybody.
Talk loud.
This is very upsetting.
Yeah, people are waking up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, listen, he's coming, and Titus, you're so powerful, but he's gonna kill you. What do you mean,
I mean, nothing's killed me yet. This is actually trait-wise.
Yeah,
I think I'm
trait-wise, he thinks he's
invulnerable.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. He
I
thinks
have
he's
an invulnerable
totally
trait.
To my nemesis, David Hammer.
Oh, no. He's very killable. He just doesn't think he's
And
killable.
my 62 strength.
Especially since I think I'm the only person who's died, actually, technically.
Mm,
Who else died yet?
Vex, yeah.
Oh, well.
Well,
He did.
that seems a bit different, but yeah.
But no.
Well,
Yeah. Whatever.
You died?
Me?
No, I mean, it's different.
Wait. Did you burn a fade one when you blew up?
You did.
When?
When you blew everybody up, you burned a fate point.
Oh, I did burn a big
Oh,
one then.
yeah.
I was like, I know he's died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
oh,
this is getting
Times.
awkward. Everyone's waking up.
Listen, I don't want to make you take that off, but I will if I have to.
That's a very rude thing to say, and I don't suggest you trying that. I would rather we go back to sleep like friends, because I love you, and we can talk about this later.
he's carrying power over.
He goes,
like,
Tickle,
tickle.
tickle, tickle. It's like tickle, tickle, tickle. Right here. Right here. That's how thick it is.
What you got?
Ticklish.
I'm
Ticklish,
gonna use one of my psychic powers on him.
Oh,
What's it called?
I am awake.
My name's Dylan, and I like to cause
So,
tension in parties.
everybody
It's
is
called
watching Deco
Dominate.
try to. Ooh, that's a bad one. I got orthoproxy though, so I got +20 against mind control.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that,
But with the,
Nope.
but I'm
You've
still gonna
made a
try.
decision.
Yeah. Are you ready?
You got a decent shot at it, actually. My willpower's still garbage.
Yeah.
You're real.
But I
I'm
have,
gonna wait. It's called Dominate.
Yeah. It's on page 178.
Oh, what's
He even
happening?
knows
Why
the
are you so
page
loud
number?
in middle of night?
Crisis.
Are you Russian?
That's
Yes.
what I'm like, yeah.
Cool.
He's rushing around all the time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say Crisis. The Adaptive. Oh my gosh. I know the real name because I know
The Adipus sororities.
the Adaptus Mechanicus. The Space Marines are coming, and they're coming soon, and they're gonna
Blessed
see the
sororities.
demon book on Titus's chest, and they're gonna kill him. We gotta take it off. He won't give it to me.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I gotta
This is
make
gonna be
it.
rough.
That seems very logical and in line with logic.
All right.
Wow.
So I have
These are some
Imperial
lame
conditioning.
Are.
deep conversations.
I have Imperial conditioning, orthoproxy, and my cold briefing adds up to a +40 willpower, specifically against mind control.
Oh my gosh, what's your willpower?
It's only 33, so it's still.
That's still really good though.
Yeah. But that's like with all the mind cleansing crap, like that's the one thing. that
All
I'm
right.
for. But do it. Roll your crit 0.
Oh man. So when I do that, I just roll to activate it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But then there will be opposed willpower test. But
the
you
resistance.
gotta kick it off and do all the 9s.
Idiot.
Come
I
on.
really plan on
9.
too.
Any nines?
No.
No nines.
That's a lot.
Us.
Yeah. So that is a 33. So I get it by a whole degree.
And there's no overbleed. Oh, there is.
There is.
Wait. For every 10 points. So how many? So you needed a
degree.
24.
Uh-huh.
So you gain a +10 on your opposed willpower test. Too.
Nice.
So
So go ahead, do a willpower test +10, and you do a willpower test plus whatever your modifier is.
Dude.
+40.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like the mind cleansing, the Imperial conditioning, and
so wait, are we
One
trying to
cold
get
briefing.
high or low for this?
You want to roll low. You want
We want degrees of
we're gonna
success.
compare modifiers of degrees of success.
Okay.
so basically I have
Just gonna roll in his
So
So
dice.
you're
Yeah.
rolling on like about equal ground.
Oh, whoa. Woo!
that's rough.
Dude, I think you got it.
I'm gonna use a fate point.
Ooh.
It's my book. It's one of the only things I care about.
Okay, now.
Oh,
Dang it.
you rolled an 11.
Jeez, guys.
Crap, I'm gonna have to use a fate point now, you turd.
Fate
Are you
point
sure?
it up.
Let's think this out.
Well, I was gonna say,
What's
like,
your
can you-
willpower?
My willpower is a 70-something. 73.
All right. How many degrees of success is that?
That is plus, with a
Plus
plus
10. That's 83. So
that's 6 degrees of success.
Does
How
the
many degrees
opposed
of
ones
success?
work that way still? I only have, with plus
How do you get
40
fate
to
points?
that. I also
You
have
start-
6 degrees.
Oh,
You
how do
earn.
you
You
roll
can
with
earn him
that?
through great role playing, or you can pick his background package and just kill people.
Steal.
So we both have 6
We
degrees
both have
of
6
success.
degrees.
Reroll.
All right.
But not a fate point.
Wait, let me look at this real quick.
Yeah, I guess we'll look at what a tie is. In D&D, ties go to.
It depends on the group.
Yeah, it does.
There's nothing there.
It's really
Yeah.
tricky 'cause
There's nothing there, so we're gonna reroll.
One of my groups is
Next. I gotta roll good
attacker,
because
one
your
is
rolls
the
are
other
better
one
than mine on
is
average.
I'm like,
Suck.
like every time somebody
And
attackers
go!
That
Oh.
sucks.
Oh, dang.
So,
Wait.
What happens if you
Well,
both?
Well, if there's a failure, then it's still a failure.
Oh, so he needs to.
So you need the
spend
success.
fate
So
points.
either
Oh.
so both of y'all got to use fate points.
I'm gonna use a fate point then.
yeah, sure, why not?
Oh my Lanta.
So I'm
Barely a success. Let's look at what he gets.
4.
What?
4.
You want to spend one
Uh,
more fate point?
I will.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
this
I don't
is
know. You gotta
improbable,
get
but-
7 degrees of
Nope.
success.
Yeah, not even close.
All right,
So you feel him enter your mind,
And I.
it's a hard fought
and,
battle.
Wow.
and you push up, and you feel the souls that are in your body push up to it, just like shove him out.
Oh, that didn't
Ew.
feel good.
Lots of hands on your eyes.
Hold on, I want to check
Little
this
teeny
one
hands.
thing
Oh,
before I
gross.
respond to this. Because I technically have
Thank you.
I have a mental disorder that is obsession with the book.
Or
So how would I respond to this?
Probably
I don't know
violent.
how I get more of them, but
I don't know.
Mostly
Is it
just
your mom?
work. I have a
No.
background that says Fate Eater,
He's right.
where
This
if I kill
dude
somebody
got my
important,
number
I
from
get
someone.
one, but
It
other
keeps
than
telling
that,
me
it's
to
just
try and set up a meeting.
over
For, like,
time, you'll
be like, hey, I heard you just got married. You want to go over finances? And you tell him, I'm like, no. And I blocked his number, but
Sometimes
he
less.
has like multiple
It just-
numbers.
That's annoying.
I'm trying to decide how
I don't want to make me
severely I would respond to him trying to get into my brain.
Probably pretty bad.
I would say probably the worst that you could respond.
You
'Cause
would
that's
not
like
be
the
happy
most
about that.
offensive thing, right? Like, because your
Very
mind is like
offensive.
your last little happy place.
And I'm pretty sure I was being polite. And I'm very upset when people ignore my politeness.
And he's going.
He
crazy,
is, actually.
apparently.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Well, this is gonna be a day.
Oh boy.
I'm
Bad
sorry
news
if I caused a
bears.
fight in the party my first time. I'm
No.
sorry, guys.
No,
Honestly, this has been a long time
it's a
coming.
long time coming.
Yeah.
How many people?
All
All right.
right.
People?
How many people
This is
are
a live
awake?
This is not live.
Oh,
It used to be. We miss you.
So he was right there because he came and woke me up.
Yeah.
Right by me.
Yep. He's in. So here's the thing about telepathy. He had to touch you to do that. Here you go.
Not great.
Does it look like?
Oh,
Titus
his range is
responding
8
quarters?
meters.
Yeah,
whatever.
so
So he's within 8 meters.
But you woke.
I did wake you up. I teamed on your armor.
Oh no! And you gave me that little.
This literally almost
I'm
happened
disgusted
like the last
by
3 sessions.
mercy.
Oh no!
When we did the corruption, I'm disgusted by the idea of mercy.
Oh.
That's
true.
actually hilarious.
Just do
I
it.
want
Do
it.
what you gotta do.
So I-
Oh.
It's literally everything's adding up. I gotta be
Now you're so
horrible.
mad.
Yeah. Well, because I've got that nascent crap in me. I think that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be through my. You just genuinely insulted me more than anything.
I'm kind of scared because I felt all that junk inside him push back at me. Because that first one I felt pretty good about.
So I'm gonna grab him.
Can I dodge that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna dodge that because I don't want to get touched by you.
Okay,
fetch.
but that's fine. Well, this is gonna be more narrative because I'm not gonna like attack with hands.
Oh,
Because
You still probably don't want to be touched.
yeah, I
That's
don't want to
probably
be touched. So are you coming for me?
Sure.
Okay.
Grapple test, so strength.
Okay.
I get a scrapple test and
I get a-
then roll to
So
dodge,
with my
roll to
arms
dodge,
and with
then-
the armor, it's plus 30. Right?
Yeah,
So-
and
Wow.
Loser.
That's okay.
you're very tired.
Yeah, I'm like,
So he swats at you.
I was like, I'm just gonna go. I really, I trusted you with this.
Oh no.
I trusted you more than anybody here.
Route.
Except for you, actually, technically. But
I know.
that's my- And you would betray me. Now, Titus, you wait
He's doing
for
this.
1 minute. I said wait.
Crisis, hit the book with your gun.
And my hand's gonna start turning on fire. And
You may be immune to fire, but your book is not.
I think you'd be surprised. And
It may be immune to your fire, but my flames are very holy.
I roll one of these. Alright.
Is that an AOE?
Wait, did you do? Is the grapple test?
Oh wait, let me double check because this one might be a full action to even use, so I might not be able to do it after trying to grapple you.
Well, you can still shout angry things.
This one's a full action. I can't use that one.
Oh, fetch. Oh, which you were gonna use that one?
Yeah, I was gonna use that one.
Oh, that one's a bad one, dude.
You made me. You've done literally everything to upset me.
I'm so sorry. I don't want you to
Woke you
die.
up from a deep
It's
So
sleep.
because I love you.
So instead, I'm just gonna look at him. Like you can't tell I got a helmet. Dang it.
Take your helmet off.
Can I do that? Can I do that narratively?
Take your helmet off?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I grab it with the other hand and look at him and be like, look into my eyes when I do this, and I'm gonna shoot firebolt at you.
I'm gonna dodge it.
Holy crap! That thing has a 100-meter range.
It's
Oh yeah, they're disgusting. You can snipe people with it.
Yeah.
Shoot it at me, you fetch.
It just automatically.
Oh, it just you don't even have to roll for it?
No,
But it
we're
causes a-
going to get.
It's like flamers.
It causes a psychic phenomenon.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
All of my powers cost like.
Yeah.
So do I roll the
Is it
dodge
psychic
yet?
phenomenon or perils? I think it's just
No, it's
It's
psychic
psychic
phenomenon.
phenomenon.
Okay, roll that.
Hands become barrels because.
Yeah, because it's 40.
Alright. I
I'll
guess
psychic
roll to
powers.
dodge.
all plants within 3d10 meters of the psyker wither and die.
Okay.
But there's not really
Stupid
plants.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been really cool if we were in the
Should we
Actually, I'm
say
a plant.
non-applicable stuff is rerolled?
Yes.
Cool. Roll again.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, dang it.
Crit one.
Is it?
It
No,
was
it's 61.
61.
Oh,
61.
look at your cat.
Ugh.
He's magnificent.
Tongue of Origin.
Oh.
For D5 minutes. For 5 minutes, all sentient creatures in D100, so percentile roll, 74 meters, use demonic tongue when they speak among themselves. They notice no difference except they suddenly can understand foreign or even xeno languages. This does not apply to reading non-sentient sources or creatures that were outside of the area at the point of manifestation.
I really hope that this Grey Knight does not pop up when we're all.
He's just watching us like, huh.
Well,
They're literally
everybody's
speaking
dead.
Spanish right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Bloodheart.
So I roll the dodge still?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a plus 20 to dodge.
Yeah, plus 20. Woo!
And I dodge.
He died!
So who do I hit?
The
For
wall?
5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
I'm just being
Well,
excited.
technically rounds of combat are like 6
Yeah,
seconds.
So it shoots, but it misses.
So
Direct hit.
what
but
what
no
did you
damage.
roll when you fired?
Oh, I haven't rolled that yet.
Oh, for the aim.
Oh, jeez. That's 14 points of energy damage.
Just roll your aim action real quick. Just do a ballistics test. I'm just curious.
Like to see where it goes off.
Yeah, and it would have hit, but like
21.
21.
So like left arm.
One. You hit Helena.
She's fine.
It's 14 points. I'm at least gonna hit her.
Okay, but like,
Yeah, she holds
she's
her
been watching
hands.
this whole thing.
She holds her hands up and it like it burns her a little bit.
Or like,
And
oh, it's this
she's
time.
like, Titus, Yeah. You need to get control of yourself. What are you doing?
It took me all morning to do my hair.
And now it's
Now she's a
Right.
bald rubbed woman.
Oh no!
I'm seeing things.
I didn't want any of this to happen. I was perfectly fine sleeping. Somebody comes and wakes me up and tells me I have to give up a very important aspect of myself right now. And then he tries to enter my mind.
Like your security blanket?
Well, that's why I wanted him to get me a nice bag for it and stuff. Like, it sounded nice. I thought he was being nice to me.
But I mean, if that's got like bad stuff, somebody like what he maybe described.
Helena's
I
like,
wasn't
look,
there.
look. Do you trust me?
Sure.
Just let me hold on to the book.
No! You guys do not understand what this book does. I'm helping you guys.
I wrote the book.
You did not.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I can't take much more.
Yeah, I was like, man, one more thing and I'm out.
By the way,
I'm going home. I'm going to space.
I'm the master of key.
Believe in that. Oh, wow.
She's about.
No.
Master
All right.
Keys is
I
my
apologize. You just got me
Wait,
a
wait,
little worked up.
wait. Now, minus 20 willpower test to relax. That's fair.
Minus 20, what's your willpower?
33, so I lost by 1 point.
No, let's keep that. Are you gonna do? It's my turn. I'm kind of trying to figure out if you're gonna be crazy still.
Failed by 1.
He fell by 1. He almost fell
Odds are
down.
even.
And he's like, no.
Even.
Choice is yours.
Okay. Okay.
Stay away from me. You don't talk to me anymore.
Oh no.
Acid spit.
Dude, straight up.
I really want to.
Dude, you kind of should.
No, that's messed up.
No, it's not. You're
Just
just
tried to kill you.
I'm
just trying to kill you, dude. That's
Fire.
totally what you.
Oh, you guys are
To
pressuring
be fair,
me.
Nowhere.
I've tried to de-escalate this twice now.
I know.
And you
That's,
keep attacking me.
that's what I'm saying. We need the book. I'm just trying to make it so, because I'll fix your eyes after. But as
These
soon
are my
as
special eyes.
you'd be pissed about that.
Yeah, they're really nice eyes.
Dude, what if you were just.
Again? Oh, this whole room would be set on fire.
That'd be bad.
You wouldn't see it.
I'm just waiting to come in.
I'm just. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I'm just gonna say, Titus, he's gonna come and he's gonna kill you.
Now go back to sleep.
All right.
You can sleep after that.
Wait,
I
is he
can
asleep?
I am a light sleeper. I technically never asleep.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Well, so here's the thing.
Can I shut off his suit?
You have to like
There's a power button on
You
the outside.
you could attack the back to where it's like disabled.
But if I have I have this thing, I have like a giant paper clip.
Yeah.
So if I just stick it,
It's like a Buzz
like
Lightyear
he's
to like.
yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh no.
He's just like, hey. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna be done.
Me yummy. Me yummy.
So Thaddeus chimes in. He's like, "The sleep cycle is at an end. Shall we continue on with the journey?"
He's just like, it's time to stop sleeping. Should we continue?
But it's.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
5
wait.
minutes are up.
Oh, they are.
I took my helmet off. You guys saw one of my tattoos. Where'd my phone just go? I saved this for a reason.
Oh my gosh, that guy's gonna be pissed when he sees your book. Just
Or your
remember,
face.
I tried to save you.
I'm gonna listen to what you said.
You have a
I'm gonna find
face
a bag for
tattoo
I have a lot of tattoos.
on your face?
Okay, Post Malone.
Classy.
It's
That's not a
well, it's not on my
compliment.
face. It's on my neck. I have a snake
Not better.
Ouroboros tattoo, and it's got the bladed cog as the
That is an occult thing, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
Gosh dang it!
Dude.
What are you doing with your
Heresy
life?
coming from you.
It's
So
bad.
much.
I'm sorry. No hard feelings for whatever happened.
You're a sharer.
Wait. Like, I'm seeing who's gonna do it.
It's hard.
Did we see it?
He did. Except he's got a turtleneck on, so no, he didn't.
You have a
Turtleneck.
Titus
you lose a lot
Lindgren
of
is
heat from the
turtleneck
neck.
guy.
What?
You lose a lot of heat in the neck. The letter can resist.
Well,
Highly suggest watch.
Watching what?
Letter Kenny. Let me show. I think I'm allergic to something in your house. Probably
you-
the cat.
I was gonna say allergic.
Are you allergic to
I
cats?
have to take Claire
What?
before I come here.
Are you allergic to cats?
Yes. But I love cats. So it's fine.
Okay.
Do you
It's
want some
worth it.
tissues? Like, are you good?
Okay.
Oh
I
no.
seriously, this whole time, I've been like, this dude has been token this whole time. I haven't seen him
Oh
once.
my god.
Yeah, why do you think I have like my little boy?
He's just like,
Just so you know, the cats love laying on that.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
It's
Like,
the soft fuzzy blankets that they love so much.
I have a cat at home, but not
Huh.
like down in Vegas,
Mm.
and I'm allergic to that little piece of crap. And I still love him anyways, even if he bites me every time I try to pet him.
Oh, you don't have a nice cat.
Hey, Chip, you're better
He's
than
not-
something.
He's not. Your cats are remarkably nice. The fact that I can like snap and they'll come over and they're like.
Chip, you're better than
Well, like,
something.
My cat got like our cat. My cat that I have right now was raised by like my little brothers, and so like playing with them really rough, and so he thinks everything's playtime.
Man, could you imagine if Kyle raised our kids?
Oh, we wouldn't
We'd have to kill
them.
him.
Yep,
Wash
Kyle
my
would have to die.
eyes.
Okay.
It'd be worth it.
So,
All right. If
the
we're going
thing
to
is,
move
like, you're the dude who knows the depths, so, like, where they're going, like, you're kind of the navigator on that.
on. I mean, I still have a job to do. I'm not gonna like
Okay.
throw us off just because Deco decided to be a jerk for a moment.
Cool. So at first, you, dude, if you want another water bottle, I see. Yeah, there's paper towels, whatever you want, man. You can put Germex in your eyes, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Hard no.
Hard pass.
All right.
So we're just gonna move forward. So at first you're not sure if you're in the right area. Been through here like once.
Yeah.
And mostly the reason you're unsure is because of like the lack of any enemies or threats. No automatas have been seen for a while, autonomous. Thaddeus's scans have just read oddities constantly occurring around you. Apparently there's like patterns of tremors running through the earth, but they're really like, you can't feel them, kind of thing. But then like you start noticing some things, but at first it was only like registering on his enhanced equipment. But now you kind of feel it occasionally. And the easiest way to notice is in the pools of polluted liquid and water that has collected metallic recesses in these wastes. You see little like vibrations. And then you hear them. And so this is actually occurring in the middle of like your next night cycle. So you've gone through this like awkward day of like you two not talking to each other, and now it's the sleep cycle.
No, it's like high school.
And you're not really sleeping because now you don't trust anybody, and now you're hugging the book and like freaking out.
Oh, just narratively, I tell them that what Necrons, that, and the experience of the Grey Knight, just the Inquisitor.
Who are you telling?
I would say, I mean, Helena already knows, but Thaddeus, Joss, Crisis,
The less that
and
know, the
Titus
better.
is there, even though he's a little fetch.
Technically, I'm not tied to the Inquisitors, but
I would still
Big,
tell you,
great.
dude, you just.
What about Ava and Liara?
Ava and Liara too,
Okay.
because that would be really important.
What do you want to tell them? I'm curious. This is actually important.
Okay, I'm just gonna say,
Instead of the Imperium
explain that I met a Space Marine and had the conversation, and that the Space Marine explained that he was going to talk to his chapter head or his leader, and that they would potentially send aid.
Shake it. You don't need to shake it.
You got to get the old water on the bottom.
It's true. I always, anything I pick up, I shake. Even pop
I do the same thing.
and
with,
fireworks.
Okay. And then I'm going to tell them that he spoke of Necrons. He said that Necrons were like this ancient evil that just inhabited planets, and that just sometimes they woke up. And he seemed kind of like they were like, that's kind of a worthy enemy. And I was like, oh crap, like that's not good.
Uh-oh.
And I think that's all I would tell them.
Are you going to bag it, or is it still chained?
I would probably try and bug one of the raiders about just collecting some leathers to carry over the chains and kind of like stitch it into. Because I don't need to read it anymore for now, so I'm actually gonna try and like stitch it into, fill in the change, but like uneven covered.
Oh, like make it like a part.
Yeah.
Like a little kangaroo pouch.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like here.
It's for your book, for your little demon book. But you're like mutated, so it's off to the side.
Oh.
You're like, hello, kin.
Yep.
We're gonna hit me.
But it is covered now. Because I thought that was a perfectly good idea.
Oh, is that what you look like? That is so dope.
I see.
It's the Codex Grey Knight,
Oh, yeah.
but just a giant thunder hammer.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. But yeah, so in the middle of this sleep cycle, the sound, you're jolted awake. All of you, but you're kind of already awake. By a roar. This sounds kind of like a spaceship being torn in two, and also like the cry of a demon ripping through the warp into reality.
Oh,
It's
that's
like a mix of that.
Terrible.
And the thing that is scary about this is you hear it again, but this time behind you. And so the tremor that follows almost buries you all in rubble as hills collapse and valleys give birth to mountains.
What is happening?
Things. A giant metal construct with floodlights lighting its way strides over you on the prowl with a glowing gauntlet that's bigger than any tank you've seen and a cannon that's also like charging up.
Crap.
And and like the claw hand would be like bigger than the gun cutter.
Wait.
Like a
And and as the claw pulls back, its palm fills with lightning. And then when it takes its next step, the terrain changes again, and like the hills like sweep down, and everybody falls D5 meters.
No, I triggered my PTSD.
ball 90.
I fall 5 meters.
You roll 3. You fall 3 meters.
Yeah.
Roll a D10. So you take 6 damage that ignores armor.
Oh, I
You
got
have a cat
5.
But you
Oh
have
yeah, I have
toughness.
catfall.
Well, then it's half. And then you.
I fell 3 meters.
So roll a D5.
So I take no
5.
damage.
10.
Does it ignore toughness
So-
too?
Yeah, that's 13.
With toughness blocking part of it.
Yeah, but not armor.
From 3 meters? Wow. That's
Well,
a harsh 9-foot fall.
You're in a metallic coffin and you like landed on your head.
I did 5.
Okay, so roll a D10.
I got a 4.
Okay, so 8. 8 wounds minus armor.
Minus armor?
Oh,
And toughness?
Like no, it's
No.
like sorry, it ignores armor.
Right,
There's
okay.
armor.
Minus armor in that way.
Yeah.
Low-key, I'm terrified at this time.
3.
I'm not even in the game yet.
You fell 3.
Yep.
Okay, D5.
4.
7.
Okay, I take.
Shouldn't be like a crazy
2.
amount or anything. Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, you might have taken. How many did you take?
You said I took 13.
Well, yeah. What'd you take?
5. Toughness 5, so I take 8 of them.
Ooh, that was nasty. Dude, you fell.
Kinley's off to the side. Hey, Frau.
Oh my god.
That made me laugh the first time I heard that. I was like, that is like, why would you, like, is that supposed to be like a joke, Gimli?
He
Is
like
it a joke
he
to
like
you?
comes up. He goes, "Hey, Frau." But
Oh my gosh, he died? No, he fell off. Well, yes.
She asks him what happened. He doesn't just walk up to her like a
load out
loser.
or I don't know. Anyway, I'm done with that because I messed
Yeah,
that up.
that was
So anyway,
Oh my gosh.
look, I'm here. You love me.
Yeah.
Hold my
Keep
hand.
reminding me.
This is
Um, yeah. So at this point, what do you guys do? Are you gonna scramble to the top of this hill and look at what's freaking going on around you?
Does it notice us?
No, it's straight. Like literally, one step was like